This bag has definitely taken me all over Alaska. Can't wait to share with you all the things that I absolutely love and some things that I don't quite like, but let's dive right in. The Osprey Aura 65-liter backpacking backpack is my first backpacking bag that I've ever gotten. Did choose it because it was a recommendation from a friend. He had the Atom, which is the men's version of this bag. After backpacking with this, I had a friend who wanted a backpack, and I told her, you definitely need to try this one out. She loves it too. I wanted something that was easy, fit great, and known to be comfortable, and this bag hit all of those check marks. This is a huge mistake that I made. Extra small, small, and medium does not mean how much the backpack can hold. I'm a size small when it comes to backpacks, which means my torso length is a small. And if you will have questions about how to size your body, I'll leave a link in the description box below on how to do that. Although it is best for you to go into a store like REI or Osprey themselves, get yourself sized appropriately. I bought my bag in the middle of a pandemic, so I didn't have that opportunity to do that, and the guides helped me just fine. There's anti-gravity technology on the back of the bag. So when we come here, the whole strap system back here has a lot of mesh. I appreciate the mesh because I am a sweaty person, and it helps to create a nice breathable back. And when you turn it sideways, you can see there's some air that can flow through here, even though it's on your bag. It's on your back, but you still have an opportunity to get a nice breeze, which I definitely did. While we were backpacking, if a breeze was passing by, I would turn sideways so that the air could pass through my back, and it just felt so good. So I definitely appreciated this nice mesh part. These straps here, super cushiony and very comfortable. I did not have a problem with my shoulders hurting at all while I was backpacking. Part of this system is the fact that you can size it to your torso. When you adjust right here, you can see these lines here. The straps can go up and down. This whole bar, this whole anti-gravity piece and the shoulder pieces here will move up and down so that it fits your body nice and snug around your shoulders and make it just fit ultra comfortable for you. There are these straps here. I have it pulled all the way down because I was messing around with it, but these straps here are also known as load lifters. So if at any point you want to help lift some of the weight off of your shoulders, you can adjust these straps and that will help do so. I definitely did that every once in a while. When things were just feeling a little bit tight, I would just adjust them a little, and I could feel the weight being lifted off of my shoulders, which was perfect. When I first saw these hip pockets, my first thought was I can put gummy worms in there, and I did. So on my backpacking trips, I always kept, I think it was the right side full of gummy worms, because to me, a good trip always includes gummy worms. However, one thing that I would change is the fact that I can't actually fit my phone in this pocket. They do hold quite a bit of stuff. I know I would always have like a flashlight, a little pocket knife, granola bars, gummy worms, so I did have some practical things in there as well as my treat. But this bag also has these adjustable straps here, where depending on how wide your hips are, you can adjust the straps to fit the width of your body, which is, again, another part of just having this bag being as customizable as possible. There is this little carry handle, which I have used on several occasions when you just want to move your bag from place to place without actually putting it on. This H2O part lets you know that's where your water bladder is supposed to come out, and you have the option of putting it on your right or your left side, depending on which one you like best. I put it on my right and just left it there because it has this nice little strap here. Also, which I didn't notice the first trip that I went on, so I feel kind of silly, it has a whistle right here on the strap, easy to access. I was putting a whistle in my bag, but then realized there's one right here built into the strap that snaps right across your chest, and always easy to access. You don't have to go anywhere to get it, so love that feature here. This part is for, I believe, ice picks. So there is this pocket right here, and you can see it goes all the way through, and it's fairly large, so if you wanted to put a water bottle in here, you probably could. It's not the best pocket as far as like if you wanted to put your phone in and feeling secure about it falling out. I mean, I did and it stayed there, but it's definitely not the most secure pocket here, but it is useful, and it has this little strap, so if you wanted to hang something off of it, you can. So almost like compression straps where you can tighten them or loosen them. So this is the front of the bag, and this pocket here I usually kept empty and ready to put any wet items that I might have needed to put in here. It has this little snap off piece here here where you can put things in here, and there's a little grommet or a little hole at the bottom of this pocket, so if there is any moisture or liquid, it can drain out the front of the bag. And it's a little bit stretchy, so you could possibly fit more. There are these pockets on the side, one where I would keep my rain cover for my backpack. It did not come with a rain cover, so I had to buy one separately for a 70-liter bag. On this side, I kept a pair of rain pants. Front of the bag has these straps here. And I like these straps because it's supposed to be for your sleeping pad, and you attach it to the front. I usually put my camping chair here. Down here is the sleeping bag portion of the bag, and it is suggested that you keep something light down here. It is a whole top section that you can remove. So you can go like this to open and access the top of the bag, or these straps here are adjustable back here, so depending on how close it is to the back of your head, you can move it. When I first went, it was pretty tight, so I felt like I was kind of going like this as I was walking, but when I loosened it, I was able to stand up a little bit straighter. So you can adjust that portion back here, or you can completely remove it. Bam, bam. Okay, so this is a nice little top loading section. I would actually, and because you can access it here, although I had like a granola bar here, I would always keep extra granola bars here of different flavors so that I could have them easily accessible and just kind of reach in my bag, get a granola bar, pull it out, eat, and put the trash in my pocket, because you don't want to leave your trash just hanging around anywhere, because that's just not good. There's this pretty wide pocket here that you can put a lot of things in. I did like to put my things that I needed in the tent, so like a change of clothes and things like that, inside the tent so that I didn't have to go outside or unzip the tent and let out all the warm air just to get items that I'd like to access. No food though, because I live in Alaska and there's bears, so you have to be very safe when it comes to bears and not put any food in your tent. So this is the section where I would keep the granola bars. It does have this little easy access thing you can put your keys on so that when you get back to your car it's available, or anything that's important like a flashlight and things like that. We have taken out the top section, so if you actually aren't packing a lot in your backpack, you don't have to. You can just take this part off completely and leave it at home, because on the bag there is this extra flap that actually comes down and clips into the same place that the removable top section did. And then you have your backpack and it's not exposed to the elements and everything's closed and put away. So that's really, really cool if you decide that you don't want to use that top section, or if for some reason you're not packing as much. The main section of this bag, the way it works is it is a drawstring. So if you want to open it, you kind of hold this tab and pull away, and that kind of loosens the tension here to open up the mouth of the bag. And to tighten it, you do just hold onto the tab again, but this time pull the strings, and then it'll tighten up the mouth of the bag. So the bag is really just one big giant hole. It does have a shelf that separates the sleeping pad from the main section of the bag. So if you decide that you want to pack all the way down to the sleeping bag, you can actually unclip that little, I call it a little shelf, and have that room to work with. But I left the shelf because it was just perfect for stuffing my sleeping bag in, and then, like I said, packing everything else from the top here. When you're done, there is this red tab, red buckle that you can buckle to the top and close up to tighten things up before you pull the drawstring. So that's just another way to kind of, it's not, I wouldn't call it full-on compression, but it does help to kind of compact things around the mouth of the bag so that it closes properly. And a feature that I really appreciate, which most backpacking backpacks have, is a place to house your water bladder. So, and then it has this little strap so that the water bladder doesn't fall all the way to the bottom of the bag. There is a place for trekking poles on the sides. After enjoying this backpack so much, I was looking for a day hiking bag, because during the week I would go on hikes with my friends. So because of that, I ended up getting the same brand but a different little backpack. This is a little 9-liter backpack, and the review for that is actually popping up on the screen right now, so you can watch that video to see what I absolutely love about this bag, because it ended up being the best small hiking backpack.